I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them in, talk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, how to stay on the go. I can play with the pros and act like a rookie so they overlook me. Then I double up again, none of their knows, none of them cold. They just got lucky but never adapted, so I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now they ain't go harder than me, they need a blade in a sheath, a shank in a piece, a crate full of heat, an army, a fleet, a tank and a jeep, a navy at sea, with ace a marine, an ace up their sleeve, a team of marines, a freak on a leash, a beast with an appetite, razor for teeth, and still they would lay at my feet. Boy, you got the wrong one. I gotta look over all of my publishing statements for Q1 as soon as the song's done. I gotta call up my mama and tell her I made it as soon as my log's done. I gotta read all my trade publications and sip my tea till it is all done. I think it's all fun. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for...
You guys are fucking...
Hey, out here hanging with the boys, man. They're part of the team.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them in, talk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, how to stay on the go. I can play with the pros and act like a rookie so they overlook me. Then I double up again, none of their knows, none of them cold. They just got lucky but never adapted, so I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close, I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke, I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious,
Hey, out here hanging with the boys, man. They're part of the team. Part of the team, man. Gotta tell you, part of the team.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We fuck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day. The crew's ready, all hands on.
Hopefully the volume...
Welcome to another edition of the Loose Cannons. You guys are watching Sammer and the Samettes. Nah, all right.
Fuck you, no, bro. Don't be sick, man. You better relax.
All right. So I'm your host, Sammer, my boys, Poppy Latte and Stanker, and of course, the cornerback who once turned a cornerback blitz into a pick six, the one and only legendary Buccaneer defender and corner, Donnie fucking Abraham. What's up, Donnie?
What's going on? I like the intro.
You like
That's a
that,
good intro.
right? It's on your lower thirds now too. It says Donnie once turned a cornerback blitz into a pick six.
That's right.
I don't know how else I could remember you, man. That's the best way to go.
Exactly. That's a great memory right there.
It's a great memory.
Good old days.
Speaking of memories, Donnie, listen, this is kind of like a walk down memory lane for you watching this NFC Central matchup. A 14-12 affair, defensive struggle, offense not scoring shit while the defense is giving them chance after chance after chance. I'm sure you know how that feels, and just the offense falling short. You're now a coach in the XFL. You obviously played in the NFL, so I have to ask you kind of to give me two angles on this. What do you as a player say to your teammate in the locker room after a game like that, after a loss like that, with all the injuries and all the things working against you? And what would you say as a coach after a game like that?
Well, both as a player and coach, you gotta love it because you got the dub. You won the game, so it doesn't matter if it's 7-6.
No, I'm talking about the Bucs. Talking about the Bucs.
I know, but I'm saying it doesn't matter though. They got the victory, and as far as a player or a coach, I love it.
Donnie, he's saying we didn't get the victory.
No,
so what do you say? We lost.
If you lose, if you're losing
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm so used to the Bucs winning now. My bad. Well, You right. I'm coming off a long road trip, so I'm kind of weird right now. But
It's all good, Donnie. It's all
yeah,
good.
but yeah, it's tough. But is it? You know, when you look at it, you know the offense is gonna pick it up. It's tough when you missing three of your top producers on offense, your top three receivers.
Yep.
You're missing your left tackle. You know, so and to still have a chance to win, all signs are encouraging because they still had a chance to win. You know, a few penalties, untimely turnovers got them where they could have got more points. Defensively, they humming right now. You know, so as a player, you're encouraged. You know, because you had a chance to win, even with all the stuff going on and all your injuries, you had a chance to win. As a coach, I mean, same thing. As a coach, you want to win them all, but you know you're not going to go 17-0. You know, so but as a coach, having a chance to win with all those things against you is still very encouraging. The Bucs will be fine. They'll be fine.
Did you use the word encouragement and encouraging? Are you sure, Donnie? Because I'm pretty sure Brady's going to retire, right? Right? He was going to retire at halftime. Fuck this shit. Yeah, we should fire Todd Bowles. You know?
Yep.
Byron Leftwich is the worst, play caller
ever.
in the league.
Yep.
Are you sure? Because you said encouragement, and we should be. I'm confused, bro, because the sky is fucking falling, Tampa.
No.
Just
So
fucking cancel the season.
So bandwagoners are confused. True fans understand that we're sitting in a pretty good situation at 2-1.
We are.
And
that's basically what it is.
Donnie, we have the biggest bandwagon in the history of bandwagons. You realize that, right?
Oh yeah.
That bandwagon's so big it extends into South Carolina from Tampa. All right. You can't fit any more stupid ass Brady Bucs fans on the bandwagon, okay? All right. Listen, it's ridiculous. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. We don't care.
How you
We
really
don't care.
feel,
We don't care about you, bro. We don't care about Brady. I don't care how many Brady jerseys you got. I don't care how many years you followed him. Shut the fuck up. This isn't the fucking New England Patriots. Sorry.
I agree. 100%.
Tell them how you really feel.
Hey, CL says my only retort for the argument is not having the top three guys at receivers that we have Perriman, Miller, Gage, Brate. They aren't rookies. Aside from Gage, the others have a couple of years with Brady. Still not your top producers. And Gage wasn't 100%. And Brate is playing in the fucking slot and tight end. And Perriman isn't 100% either. He was hurt at the beginning of the year. Like, you got guys that are playing not at 100%, and then you're missing your top three targets.
But also, on top of that, you're asking these guys who are used to playing a handful of plays. They have a package for Miller. They have a package for guys like Brate even, and guys like, Perriman. He doesn't really touch them. And then what's his name? Number 80, the guy who just pulled off the practice squad.
Right.
You can't expect these guys to even come, not only from a chemistry standpoint with Tom, but also from just an understanding what Tom likes, what the offense is supposed to do. They only know so much of the playbook. Is that on Byron? No. Is that on the head coach? No. That's on these guys to study, but you can only study so much without actual real live reps. And so shit like that 2-point conversion, the delay of game, that's Tom trying to get everybody in their spots. We saw Aaron Rodgers go through that shit for 2 weeks prior to coming here. It's nothing like, and so people trying to make it sound like Byron is the reason the offense struggled. Listen, I'm not going to pretend Byron is free of criticism, because I was fucking upset with some of the shit that was going down.
Fucking double reverse. What the fuck?
I didn't hate that call.
If Scotty holds on to that ball, there's open.
I agree. I don't hate the call, but I would like to call it at 10 minutes, not at 6 minutes, right?
No, but on the postgame show, oh my God, it's Ronnie Lane, the tight end that used to play for us.
Oh, Dave Moore.
Dave Moore said, if you go back and look at it, and he wasn't wrong, Stang. I don't know if you went back and looked at it. I'm not releasing Scotty of blame, because Scotty, we're going to get to Scotty. Oh, wide receiver one.
I cannot fucking wait.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
We're going to get there. But on that double reverse, speaking of, because Stank said if he catches it, he was. Oh, we saw it happen. I was like, oh my God, he might take it to the house. It was a bad pitch by Perriman.
Sure.
If you watch, he should have caught it. There's no blame. Dave Moore said it. It hit his hands, but he was expecting it out wide, and you see him going out wide, and then he has to last minute go across his body towards the left. And when you're moving that fast, Donnie can speak to it. you rep shit over and over again, and you're expecting it in a certain spot. I mean, you see it. You see in handoffs fumbles and in RPOs fumbles because you're expecting it in a spot. You're moving at fucking. It's the NFL, bro. You're moving full fucking speed.
I get it, but it's the NFL. You're also like.
I know. I said that. I did say. I said it doesn't release them of blame, but it wasn't a good pitch by Perriman. It was bad pitch.
The Bucs would be fine. I think what people got to understand is when you're missing top players, you have to play perfect.
Yeah.
And they didn't play perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was turnovers, penalties, and things like that. I mean, so they will be fine. Once they get their guys back, get back healthy, they'll be fine. And again, they had a chance to win the game. Yeah. They had a chance to win. They had a chance to score more points, and things like that. I mean, as long as nobody should panic right now, as long as your defense is still playing well, as long as your special team is adequate, the offense will be okay.
Hey, Donnie, I need you to break down a play for me. It was a really, really big, probably the biggest play of the game as far as the Bucs are concerned, okay? Packers are driving, end of the half. Aaron Jones comes over the middle. One of our unknown DBs, I've never seen him on the field in pass coverage before. Number 50, you ever seen that guy in pass coverage before? He drops back into the zone, comes across, and I'm pretty sure he almost murdered Aaron Jones with the hit. Have you ever seen a bigger hit? You played with John Lynch. Have you ever seen a bigger hit?
Hot take, Stinker. 50 plays better in coverage and in space than 45. just gonna fucking say. I'm kidding. Devin, I'm kidding.
Hey,
don't come at me,
he eats up a lot of space, so it kind of makes sense.
A lot of space.
Kind of can't get open if there's no room to get open.
Somebody said Vita Island. I like it. He is an island, bro.
That's a shirt. That's a shirt. That's a shirt, Samber.
It should just be him, like laying down in a pool of water with like a fucking palm tree coming out of his belly button. Vita.
I love it.
If you watch that play though, Vita had a faster break than Devin White on that play.
He did. He did.
Oh no.
You gotta pull that play up.
I would love to pull it up. We're not that fancy on this show.
He read the quarterback and he broke on the play.
That was sick, bro.
That was lovely.
Death, taxes, and Aaron Jones fumbling against the Bucs. I tweeted it out.
Hey,
can you blame Aaron Jones for fumbling? Can anybody? Was anybody on the sidelines like, dude, why did you fumble that? Everybody's
I
like,
thought he died, bro.
we were saying it. We
were
saying it in the stands. Anybody who gets hit by Vita Vea in the back without knowing Vita Vea is about to hit them is going to fumble that ball. Exception, possibly Aaron Donald and Vita Vea would be the only exceptions to that rule. And that in itself makes it even more worthy. But I was going to ask, because a lot of people are on this whole Byron Leftwich is the problem, Byron this, Byron that. So, Donnie, I got to ask you, you've been on teams where you guys have had injuries on the defensive side of the ball. And you were coached, luckily, by Monty Kiffin and guys like, name escapes me, the dude who ended up coaching the Chiefs.
Herm Edwards.
Phenomenal coaches. When you guys had a lot of injuries on that side of the ball, did the coaching staff have to adjust and take things away to make it work? Or did they continue on doing what they do regardless of the talent out there? Because you were saying that there's a drop-off between your top 3 guys and your next 6 guys. Was like, how do coaches deal with that? Because most people, for whatever reason, think that Byron playing with 3 less receivers and a third-string left tackle is the same Byron who's calling plays for the full starting roster.
Well, first of all, it's a new season, new year. Everybody's getting caught up on what they did last year and how it looked last year. This year is totally different. It's not going to look like last year. So Byron Leftwich is not the problem. They have a lot of injuries. He's missing some players. And when you play for a defensive head coach and your defense really is the strength of the team right now, as an offensive coach player, their game plan is not to screw the game up. Their game plan is to not give it away, not turn the ball over, because your defense is going to be stout. Your defense is going to always keep you in the game. So offensively, all you have to do is find some type of rhythm throughout the game, with a few drives, score some points, and you can get a victory every week.
That's Dungy ball.
That's
Dungy ball.
Don't fuck it up. That's what you're saying, Donnie. Don't fuck it up. But listen,
right, so
we went through this last year.
Especially, you don't want to take extra chances and risks when you don't have your top 3 players as playmakers.
And Gronk, by the way, and Gronk. People keep forgetting we don't have Gronk anymore either.
So you don't want to take unnecessary risks. So I'm fine with what the offense and Byron Leftwich is doing right now. I know they're not, because Tom is a perfectionist. They want to score 40 points a game, but different year, different situation. You got to understand what it is and just play ball that way,
And you don't have all your horses. We went through this last year, Don, and you told us, we talked about it ad nauseum for people out there. All you people out there, we did. When we were missing all our fucking corners, Donnie's like, it's going to limit what you can do because it's next man up, but it's going to limit what you can do and how you're used to calling it. It's no different here, right? You don't want to get 12 killed in the 3rd game of the year by having fucking 7-step drops, throwing it to who? Who?
With the
you
left
can only
tackle.
call certain things, right? And Jake has come on here and said it how many goddamn times? Sorry, Donnie, excuse me. I didn't mean to take Lord's name in vain in front of you. But Jake has come on here how many times I said it? 12 is different, bro. He wants to rep it in practice. He wants to see it in practice. He wants to go through it in practice. When Perriman's limited and Gage is limited with a hamstring and Mike's not playing, if he's not comfortable, bro, it limits what you can fucking do. So be mad, throw a fucking fit, fire Byron, whatever the fuck you guys want to say out there. I don't care because they'll clean it up. They're going to clean it up. It's going to be fine. I'm encouraged, like Donnie said. This defense is fucking insane. Are you telling me the Bucs can't score more than 14 points on a week-to-week basis? That wasn't a fucking anomaly. That was an aberration. That's not going to happen, okay? Yeah. 14 fucking points. They scored twice in the first quarter, or right, the first quarter and a half. And then after that, it was
first drive at the second quarter, I think.
After that, it was 7 non-third down conversions that we held them out and 1 turnover. 8 possessions. We fucking shut them out. And the one big play they hit, the Antoine Lazard Lizard man, what the fuck his name is, got behind Antoine. They were in field goal range. I looked at you, Sammer, and Snag. I said, they can't get into the yard. It's a 59-yard field goal at this point.
I called for the sack.
They lost 12.
Yeah.
Talk about a fucking defense being stout and putting their fucking dick. I'm encouraged. I'm fucking hyped.
Not only that, Latte, you said 12 likes to rep everything. He was supposed to get Wednesdays off. He practiced this past Wednesday because he knew he had to. He needed to. He needed to know what was going on and who's going to be the guy he's going to throw the ball to and all that kind of shit. Cole Beasley coming in, obviously. But, I know a lot of people give Donovan Smith a shit ton of fucking flack. But, dude, do not ever say shit about that man because you can see now the difference between Donovan Smith and anybody else at that position on this roster. And I will argue, if Donovan had played yesterday, we win that game by at least 10 points because – no offense to Walton. He's a third-string left tackle. He's not going to be able to give Gadecki the necessary help just as a veteran, a guy who knows what he's doing, and hold his guy just long enough to make Gadecki's job easier. The left side of that line just kept getting bombarded time and time again, and Tom needed a few seconds extra on a handful of plays. I just feel like
I disagree.
Donovan's out there. We probably win that game. I really think we win that game.
I think we win that game anyways if we don't step on our own fucking sausage and fumble the ball. I'm saying
despite that. I know. I'm saying despite that, we still win that game with Donovan.
Both are true. We could have won that game with our third string tackle and our 3 top weapons out if goddamn Perriman and I saw it. I was like, he's holding that ball like a loaf of bread. We're driving. Perriman, what are you doing, bro? And bam. And then the fucking the Gage one, whatever. But if we don't fumble those, we were driving on both of those.
But you know what's crazy is you're watching Gage. You can tell he's not healthy, and the guy's gassed. He's gassed, and he's still fucking forcing himself out there. It just, but I want to.
It wasn't just Gage. It was I stopped to point out. Perriman could barely run routes in the fourth quarter. He was so fucking tired. It's not like we have nobody on the bench to spell him, right?
No depth.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Well, do y'all also remember last year we talked about what game is this? This is game 3, week 3.
Preseason, basically.
Remember, these guys don't play preseason anymore. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be hurting or tired the first few games. And then you get now they're going to start to get in a little bit of game shape and start picking it up.
And Donnie, it was Tampa hot out there yesterday.
And it was Tampa hot. So
I raise my hand right now. I'll tell everybody straight up. I'm being honest. I'm not kidding. Sam will tell you, Donnie, I got sick. And I don't drink like that. It wasn't because I was drinking. I've seen people drink. I've been going to the game 17 years. I know you shouldn't be fucking getting because you're going to dehydrate and it's fucking nasty out there. It wasn't because of drinking. It was so fucking hot, bro. I could not drink enough water. My legs started shaking. I had to go inside for a little bit. I literally started getting weak. I was like, this is hot.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot out here.
It has never been so hot that I didn't want to actually stand up. And I only clapped when we absolutely needed me to clap.
Samber disappeared inside for like 30
It was
minutes.
hot, dude.
I
It has
stripped down.
never been that hot at that game.
I stripped down. I took my jersey off.
I left. I came back.
Yeah.
And Stank's articles of clothing were just all over
Everywhere.
our aisle,
All
just
over the
on
aisle.
different seats and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I want to rewind it a little bit for Donnie. We this defense is ridiculous right now. Aside from the 2 touchdowns that they gave up, and they made a big play to prevent a third one, we can all agree this defense is at this moment playing at a championship caliber. They're getting the offense as many opportunities as possible. But I've always wondered about this, because we gave up those 14 points. We gave up a lot of third down conversions in the first half on this stupid rub route slant pattern that I am convinced is offensive pass interference. But you as a corner, how the fuck do you defend that play in terms of like without getting beat over the top? Like, is there a way to get through that play? And do you think it's offensive pass interference? That just
The first one was a pick, but go ahead, Don. The first one was a pick.
It was
I don't give a
absolute.
fuck.
3 of them were picks, honestly.
The Niners ran it last night, and with Debo and fucking it was Ayuk.
The Saints ran it, and they got called for it though. But Donnie, how do you play that play?
It's all PIs. I mean, it's all offensive pass interference.
All right, take the DB glasses off for a
But
second. All right,
they're not gonna call it. They're not gonna call it. I mean, so the fact that they're not gonna call it is a tough play on DB, especially when they know you're gonna be in man coverage. But the only way you can handle that is how who was that? Was it Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
In New England.
Yeah,
Same type of play. He just slid over the top and beat the guy to the point where the ball is going to be. I mean, that's the only way you can play those, because the guy that's on the point or on the receiver that's on the line of scrimmage, he has to be aggressive and he cannot give any ground. If he gives any ground, then it creates a natural pick for the DB that's behind him. So the only way you can play that is you got to be firm, and the guy got to slide over the top, and you just got to meet him at the point,
But can you get beat?
Here's the deal.
Can you get beat though? Real quick, can you get beat though if you overplay that and then they just get you to fight on it?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You can get beat. That's why it's tough. That's why offenses keep running it, because the referees are not going to call offensive PI on it. They're not going to do it, so they're going to keep running and keep running. And yes, one of the toughest plays as a DB, especially down there in the red zone.
Here's the deal with that play too. I mean, we can complain all we want, and I'm not saying
We run it too.
We run it all the time with Godwin and Mike.
Yeah.
And Godwin's usually on the receiving end, and Mike's usually blocking. We do it
Absolutely.
to perfection. We do it actually. Mike is a great blocker, and
We don't cheat. Continue.
Godwin's a tank.
We don't cheat.
Godwin's a fucking tank. But
Right.
here's the other deal. Here's the other silver lining with all this, guys. And I'm sorry, I've been talking. I missed Wednesday. I missed Friday. I had some technical problems, so I'm fucking back.
Donnie
I'm
missed
back.
too. Donnie missed
You're
too.
solo.
Both y'all
I'm
missed.
back.
Your solo screen, go.
Listen. Here's the deal, guys. With all these fucking LDE little dick fucking energy fans out there, if I told y'all, I'm from Florida. If I told you guys in the first 3 weeks we'd be 2-1 after facing Dallas, the Saints in New Orleans, and we'd be 2-1, none of you guys be complaining. Everybody was like, "It's fucking murderers row. You got Dallas, the Saints. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? We got the fucking Green Bay. Then we got to play the Chiefs. Fucking relax. Relax, okay? Mike comes back. Big Dick Mike comes back, number 13, this week. And Papa Mike's going to fix a lot of things. Right, Donnie? Papa Mike's going to fix a lot of things because Mike draws a lot of coverage.
Absolutely.
Opens up a lot of shit over the middle. So everybody relax. It's going to be fine. We're going to be fine.
And you got to remember, without those guys, you can load the box now to stop our run game.
Yep.
Because you're not really threatening with the guys on the outside. So like you say, when Mike come back, man, it's going to open up a lot more things for the offense, and they'll be fine.
Hey, Donnie, speaking of run game, is Leonard Fournette not getting his flowers? Because I feel like despite all the issues, he's running his ass off right now. He's catching the ball well. He's doing it all. Blocking, everything you could ask for. He's playing at a high level. And he was the one getting all the criticism in the offseason for coming in looking like a Vita Vea's little brother. You know what I mean? So you got to give some love to that guy. We almost didn't re-sign him. Imagine where we'd be at without Fournette right now.
No, he's balling right now. and he's definitely going to be a player that we need to lean on going forward to help open this offense up. I mean, it's tough. I mean, like you said, he's running hard when teams are stacking the box because they know we can't really throw outside,
Right.
And he's still gaining yards and still being productive. So no, he's
What about that draw play though? What about the draw play that never works? That we like to always run on first down. It just never seems to go anywhere.
Down. It was running like a 2nd and 30.
Bro. No, we didn't. This game we didn't run it as much.
Yeah, but that play stank. I feel like that's a play that they use to set up shit later on because it holds the linebackers and it gives us that seam and that little space behind them. The problem is there's no Gronk, there's no Godwin to take that spot up to like exploit those linebackers that are being held. But I think the biggest thing that happened yesterday too with the running game is that we expected to run the ball well against a defense that struggled defending the run, but they defended it fucking pretty well, just like Donnie was saying, where you can stack the box. And I think that's what fucked up the entire game plan going into all this, honestly.
Sammer, I'm proud of you, by the way. What we just did right there, nobody knows how magical what you and I just did right there. Because we had the same conversation yesterday at the game. That's right. It was the complete opposite. You asked me, and that was beautiful.
Hey,
great take.
We have chemistry. We have chemistry. Like, we have chemistry.
We're a professional show, Donnie. You proud of us, Donnie? You fucking proud of us, man?
Absolutely.
I want you to say I'm fucking proud of you guys.
I'm very proud of you guys.
Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good.
Even though y'all were out there, abandoning the team because you're hot and stuff, going inside to the AC. You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of y'all workout.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Hey, I have text message evidence that you told me that we did phenomenal. By the way,
do you have grades for us, Donnie?
I did say y'all did phenomenal. I just said it reminded me of that. I didn't say anything bad about it. Okay. I thought y'all did it. I actually thought y'all did an excellent job on the workout. Really, really did.
I want you there next time. All right.
He may not feel the same when he sees him in person.
That I want him there or not. I want a grade. Who came in first, second, and third? Who had the best footwork, Donnie?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Oh
no!
It's like I get it. It's like picking. It's making you pick between your children.
I can't. Everybody did wonderful.
We all know I would have scored.
Donnie, I don't want no damn participation trophy. That's the wussification of America, bro.
Everybody did great with DG.
You hear that, Sue?
Hey, he's going outside. He's going outside throwing that.
I'm almost 40. Latte's almost 40. Stank's 60-something years old. We didn't throw up.
Right.
Didn't throw up.
Hey, that's because Sam quit though.
I finished. I had to breathe. I had to breathe.
The oldest one out there.
I finished.
He straight went Peloton Karen. He was like, my heart rate is at
he wasn't messing his heart rate. He pulled a heart rate card.
I didn't see him quitting in the film though.
I couldn't breathe. Yeah. I finished. Did I not come back?
That's the magic of editing right there.
No, they took that part out. I came back and I finished, Donnie. I finished. I just needed. I needed a 7-minute break. I did this. I needed a sub.
He tapped out. Nobody was there.
I needed a sub.
He had both hands. He was tapping both hands.
I'm like, hey, I'm tapping my goddamn helmet.
You gotta understand. The original idea was that he was gonna have a stunt double. Samuel wasn't going to actually be out there.
Gonna do it?
No. He was gonna go out there and act like he was doing it, and then he was gonna have a thoroughbred get in there and do it for him. I think it was even gonna be Devin like doing it for you or something.
Devin is one of my stunt. He's actually stunt double 389. He was supposed to only do it on my behalf, but then he got all. Somebody started getting him going and whatnot. He got all competitive. He said, "I'm gonna go in for Devin," and I was like, "All right, well, man."
He did too. He was high knees in it. Devin acted like we were about to really play a game out there.
But Donnie knows this. Donnie's been in training camp. What happens to that really eager rookie that comes in and starts going hard day 1, day 2? By day 3, day 4,
he came all over himself. All over himself.
Yeah.
He was giving 130% doing fucking the ladder drill. Dude, of course you're gonna throw up once you hit the fucking the bands and the ropes.
Yeah, you can go hard, but if you ain't got stamina, you know what I mean. If you ain't got no stamina,
you better pace yourself.
Yeah, you can't finish.
Donnie, you got like 13 kids, right? You know something about stamina.
Hey,
how you gonna put me on blast like
You
that?
got like ice. You got Iceman 1, 2, 3, 4. You got
just three. Just three. This ain't Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying?
hey, I ain't gonna blame him. If I had Mariah Carey, I'd probably have 6 kids by her too, man.
You should have said Antonio Cromartie or
Yeah.
what's Cromartie?
Cromartie's got like 15, bro.
Since that's one of you.
Hey, Phillip Rivers, he's got a whole fucking farm, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a whole. He is gonna have a whole Amish
He
farm.
can have a competitive basketball game 5-on-5.
No, they're out there making butter and making fucking furniture, bro. You know,
Dude, they
how
made
it
a
is.
joke during COVID when they had those rules in California, how many people could be in a house at the same time. He had to split up his family was the joke because he had too many kids and the 2 adults. All right,
Fitzmagic's got a lot of kids too.
I don't know where we were going football wise on any of this.
Devin reminded me of the rookie. You were talking the rookie that goes too hard and then loses stamina. It's the same thing that we saw on Sunday. The flags weren't waving. When they go hard and you go out there, the flag's not waving, Donnie. You look up, you're like,
Yeah.
Say there's a problem,
day.
bro.
No,
The flag
It was brutal. It was brutal. Hey boys, we got a rematch of the Super Bowl.
I got. We're
got
coming
some
up.
callers.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
This all Packers. This is all Packers.
We
I'm
got
just
some
saying.
callers too.
Coming.
I got nothing else on the pack. I'm just not that worried.
I'm done with this game. I'm done with this game, honestly.
One.
We'll take some calls now. We'll go to the Penthouse Hotline. Don, you have any closing statements about this?
I got a
game?
voicemail too, Sammer. Don't forget the voicemail.
Yeah, I got you.
My only closing statement is that the Bucs will be fine. Just everybody just relax. Just relax. Everybody be safe with this hurricane coming in and just relax. We'll be all right.
Look at that. That makes me feel a lot better. Iceman.
That's why I wore this hat, Donnie.
They call him Iceman for a reason. He's just cool. He's chill. He's never worried, man. Never
worried.
We're gonna go to the Penthouse Hotline. We're gonna go to, I believe this is Corey in Nashville. You're on with the Loose Cannons. You're on the sexy Penthouse Hotline. What's up, Corey?
You motherfucker. What's up? Hey,
What up, man?
hey man, Poppy said it for me. I've never been more encouraged after a loss. And I was tweeting all game, man. Like, the defense came out a little flat, and Aaron Rodgers is not the quarterback to do that on. But you know what? Our defense is as motherfucking advertised. This defense is for real. And I can't wait to see us play against the Tyreek-less Kansas City Chiefs next week. But more on this game here, man. Byron, he did the best he could under the circumstances. I thought there was a couple plays on our first drive. Lenny rushes for 6 yards on first down, and then we do a screen from the single back formation. I thought that was weird. We probably shouldn't have done that because we ended up losing yards. But, I mean, it's hard to nitpick, man. We didn't have the turnovers. Like, when we're playing a ball control game plan, we can't fumble the ball in plus territory. You can't do it. We win that game, in my opinion. I'm so proud of this team, man, because I knew they were going to go down and get a touchdown. I just hate that the execution wasn't where it needed to be, man. That's my call. I'm going to holler at you guys later because Sammer says I talked too long, but I apologize for my diatribe. Fuck you, Sammer. Love you, though.
Whoa!
Wow.
I like it.
That was a great call.
I fucking like it.
You know
That
what?
was a great call.
He's
Hey, you're the second
Because I made
person.
him
You're
do
the second person
keep the
today
cheat.
that said "fuck Sammer."
Yeah. Oh, have you told him? Have you talked to him
Nope,
about it yet?
nope. That's gonna
Wow.
be for an off-air conversation.
Sammer's out here tarnishing the Loose Cannon's name. Bad name, bro.
Anybody listen to
Anybody
WDA
listen to
today?
WDA today?
Yeah. Anybody listen to Pat and Aaron today? Okay,
Pat and
no.
Aaron.
Okay.
No. Just
Whoa! What?
All I'm saying,
What?
bro. All I'm saying is you're making
All right,
enemies, bro,
tarnish
for
their
no
name.
reason.
Just
Wow, Sammer.
because you're a dick and you block people because when they disagree with you.
No, I don't think he blocked him. It was the other way around.
Actually,
still.
if it's Pat, that dude blocked me a long time ago.
Yeah.
WDA blocked me a long time ago.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
You're out here making enemies. We're
I'm
trying
gonna
to.
What? Hey, you guys know what? I say exactly how I feel, and I usually spit facts. If it fucking bothers you, that makes me happier. Fuck off.
Anyways, next caller. Great call, Corey.
Great
Call,
fucking
Corley.
call.
Hey, and I would encourage all of our callers to end their call that way from now on.
Yeah,
Fuck
Sammer.
I will get rid of a sponsorship to prevent that from happening. We're going to the 443 area code. You're on with the Loose Cannons. You're on the Penthouse Hotline. What's up?
What's going on, fellas?
What
What's
up?
up?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, it's Josh from Lexington. It's been a while since I've called y'all.
What up,
I
man?
think last time I called in, we was going to the Super Bowl. I gave a big speech. Everybody got pumped up, and then we won. So that was my last call.
Wait. You called in before the Chiefs game last time, and now you're calling in again?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we need you to recreate that same energy.
On
we need
Friday,
the same,
we need you to call and give a speech again.
Yeah, so you need yep, on Fan Friday. We need you to call in.
All right, man. Y'all got it. Hey, I just got a couple things here real quick for the show. First, I'm going to start with the defense. Sammer pretty much already said everything that needs to be said about that. I mean, I think we do got a killer defense. I mean, the Packers are a pretty decent team. I mean, it ain't like we played just, the fucking, Jaguars or whatever. I mean, they're pretty legit. Our defense is solid.
Jaguars are good right now, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
you can say Houston.
Well,
you can say Houston.
The old Jags. The Jags of old. Or the Jets. But, no. And as far as Brady, everybody thinking, maybe he's just getting too old. I mean, he's fine. Brady's good. I honestly think Brady had one of his best games of the year for sure this past Sunday. I mean, he was like over 70% completion, had a touchdown, no fumbles, no interceptions. And I don't know. And right now we're leading the NFL with most dropped passes of all 32 teams. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, as far as Brady goes, I mean, I think we're solid there. He's right on the money. He looks good. We just got to get our guys back. And so as far as, going into the Monday hangover, kind of negative and depressed and sad about, the loss and all, I mean, I think we're going to be fine ultimately. And the offense gets back on track for sure next week against the Chiefs, which I'm very fucking pumped about. And getting Mike back, I think, really one guy would have been the deciding factor, yesterday. But, we'll have that going into the Chiefs game, and then hopefully, everybody else gets healthy. But that's pretty much what I got. There's nothing to worry about. We're going to be fine moving forward.
Great fucking call. Great fucking call. Somebody in the chat, by the way, and I would kick myself in the ass if I didn't do this, even though he needs no more flowers. Stank, he needs no more flowers, bro. Donnie, this human being doesn't need any more celebration. But somebody in the chat says, shout out to Sammer for a beautiful tribute to Mike Evans. It was fucking amazing.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
I didn't get my video in because I had some shit went down. I lost it. It was bad, guys. Okay.
He doesn't need any flowers because he grows his own. He grows his own flowers, guys.
But hey, I am Mike Evans.
Wow, that was deep. I like that. I felt that. Yeah. Hey, you know who probably feels extremely sick to his stomach, even though he knows he had to do what he did, and we probably don't win that Saints game without him? Mike Evans. Mike Evans probably beating himself up. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen Beck sponsored. Shout out to Stephen Beck, Baby Oil. He put it out there. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it.
Definitely.
It was still worth it.
I would take that Saints win all day. All day, I'll take that Saints win over a Green Bay Packers.
100 times. 100 times.
We broke them anyways. They lost to Baker Mayfield.
The Saints lost again. What a beautiful Sunday. Defense looked great.
I watched that game. Again. I haven't seen a worse quarterback than Baker Mayfield in a long, long time, and they lost. They lost to that team and that guy.
What'd you say in the cigar lounge on the bus? You said, I almost love the Saints losing more than I like the Bucs winning.
It's the old saying that the old saying that people use all the time, where they say, "I hate to lose more than I love to win." I really like winning. I really like winning. I love to see the Saints lose. I love it.
You know when I first learned that phrase is when I heard somebody talking about Gerald McCoy. They said this guy loves to win more than he hates to lose. And any chance I get to shit on Gerald McCoy, I will. Anyway,
unnecessary.
I'm gonna shit on him again right now. Gerald lost me, bro, and I wish I still had the clip. The Buccaneers put it up. They put it up on Twitter. They did, and then they took it down because somebody must have been like, "What the fuck are you doing? Take it down." I'll never forget this, Donnie. And you've been in a locker room, right? I was the kid that these are my heroes. It's crazy. This is my Bucs. And then when you get in the barbershop and you get around a lot of the guys, you kind of see the strings of the puppet show, if that makes sense. And you see the guys that love it and the guys that are just like, the guys that love being an NFL player more than they love football, if that makes sense. Right. The perks that it brings them. But I'll never forget this clip by Gerald McCoy. And after that, he lost me. And I don't give a fuck. You can listen to this. You can share it to him. I don't care. It was after the game, the very first game, Tennessee Ready. Jameis Winston versus Marcus Mariota, week 1. First overall pick versus second overall pick. The franchise savior. First pass was a pick 6. Like, it just basically, he took a shit in all of our laps as Bucs fans. And Gerald is talking to Brian Arapco after the game. And like, man, sorry, dog. Brian's like, sorry we had to do you like that, bro, because they blew us the fuck out. And Gerald's response literally was, and it's not verbatim, but it was like, it's all good, bro. I got my sack. I got my one. And you could see Brian's face like, the fuck? We just kicked your teeth in, bro. All right, bro. Good luck. See you rest of the season. When I saw that, I was like, did he really just say that? And the Bucs posted it?
Doesn't
what
hate
the
losing.
fuck?
Does not hate losing. Loves winning. Doesn't hate the losing part
That
of it.
shit. And you know, Donnie, I mean, you don't have to get specific. You've been in locker rooms. Some guys are, I got my stats. I got my touchdown. I don't care if we won. That's why we love people like 13, because 13 can catch 0 or catch 1 in the Super Bowl or 2. We don't give a fuck. As long as we win, it doesn't matter. That's what matters. That's when Gerald lost me.
Unnecessary.
You Bucs fans out there, they're
unnecessary. Gerald McCoy
apologists.
hate. Gerald McCoy hate.
Gerald
unnecessary. One of the best defensive tackles to play for this team.
Do you agree with that, though? How does that make you feel?
He's probably young, immature. He's out there trying to be a people pleaser.
He wasn't young, dude.
He wasn't young when Jameis came here.
Of course he was. How many seasons
Donnie's
was
not going to shit on. Donnie's not going to shit on
Raheem Morris, bro.
Okay, but still younger guy. Regardless, bro. He's just a happy dude.
I opened a whole can of worms. We're gonna go back to the Penthouse Hotline now.
Unreal.
And I'm extremely intrigued by this Pat and Aaron show nonsense, by the way. All right, I'm going to go to the 703 area code. You're on the Penthouse Hotline with the Loose Cannons. What's up?
Hey, what's up? It's AJ. First of all, shout out to Sammer for the Mike Evans tribute video. You put me in it. I think that was real dope. So that's what's up. I appreciate it.
What was your name? Appreciate you sending that video in, man.
What was your name, boss?
AJ.
AJ.
AJ. Yep, I have a pop.
That was a Loose Cannons production, right? That wasn't just a Samurai Ali thing. Like Loose Cannons production.
He stole my idea and did the video.
He definitely stole our idea and just put his own flavor on it.
Unreal.
Whoever.
Oh no, AJ, slow the fuck on, dude. Hey, hold up. No. None of that happened. And by the way, you can see Donnie. Donnie is getting extremely upset at the curse words, by the way. I can feel it in him now.
Let AJ talk. My bad.
What do you mean? He cursed last time he was on the show.
Yeah, he did. He dropped the S-bomb.
He said the adult version of poop.
Yeah, he did.
I don't recall.
He did.
All right, let AJ talk. Freaking
let AJ. Wait, is this AJ's first time? And if so, wing preference.
Hey, AJ Hawk, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm originally from Tampa, East Tampa, College Hill, so got to always represent County.
Couple blocks from here.
Yeah, that's right. But speaking on what Donnie said, the sky isn't falling. Tampa will be just fine. So let's get that out of the way right now. But to be honest, I've always been shaky on Byron ever since he first got here. His track record doesn't add up. And I know you guys disagree, but I get it where you feel like he can only do so much with what he had, but he really didn't do anything with what he had either. And I know people are talking about the fumbles, but did Green Bay even capitalize on that?
No.
You know, one thing that he never does is adjust. Bowles adjusted. The second, like he just runs a script and he doesn't play to the player's best abilities. He relies on scheme, and that's why I feel like we lost that game.
To be fair, we don't know what he's doing out there. We just see when execution fails, as fans, we see that play didn't work. We don't know how it was designed, where it was intended to go, and who dropped the ball. And I think Donnie will tell you that. Knowing, it just looks like one thing on tape, looks like one thing on TV, but maybe, 12 said that at the end of the game. It was all about execution. You think that guy's going to co-sign a terrible play calling? He has the ability to audible out of any call. So it's not all, and trust me, I was a Leftwich hater. I was one of the first ones to say I hated the guy, and you know what? He earned my respect.
But the other part,
listen, we can agree to disagree, and it's all good. It's respectful. I appreciate the call, AJ. But when I'm not cutting you off, you can stay on the line. We can continue to talk this. But his track record, he had like a top 5 offense with Jameis, and Jameis turned the ball over at a ridiculous clip. His first year with Brady finished with a top 5 offense, won the Super Bowl. Last year, top 5 offense, and we ran out of bullets. Like we had nobody out. Cam Brate was running the slot receiver, and we still almost came back and beat the Rams.
Hey, you know what? You know what wasn't a terrible call, Latte?
What?
The 2-point conversion call where Lenny was walking into the end zone before we didn't get the playoff, and everybody would have been singing Leftwich's praises. But that play got executed.
But I get AJ. AJ's allowed to have, if you don't like some of it, I get. Hey, it's subjective.
Oh, he's not perfect by any means.
Yeah, he's not perfect at all.
He's also learning. But the other part of it people don't realize is what Byron calls is only half the equation. if those guys don't get separation or run the wrong routes, we had a moment where Gage was catching a pass in front of Perriman, who was like a yard behind him, who almost prevented him from catching the ball. Like, if these guys don't separate, which this offense is mostly predicated on, what's Tom gonna do, and how is Byron gonna change that plan? He can't. He can only do so much, and if he's putting the guys in the position and they're not separating, my problem is that Scotty Miller is a 10-snap a game guy. He's being asked to do more. Yeah. He's being asked to do shit that he has, and it's part of that's what happens when guys get injured. But Scotty doesn't separate. Right.
But Scotty's not on that field if we're healthy. If we got all our horses.
Exactly. But I'm saying these guys just aren't separate. Gage separating. Eventually he gets tired. Right. Perriman separates, blocks.
Yeah, let AJ talk. We've been talking all over his call. Go ahead, AJ.
AJ. We're going back and forth. But I'll say this, with all due respect, when you have a squad like that, there's no excuse not to have a top 5 offense. Hell, take advantage, because there are times where, for me personally, when it comes to the red zone with Leftwich, if there's one-on-one with Evans or any of those type of guys, you always go to. I feel, from what I see, he doesn't do that. And like you just said, because I've coached before as well, you still use the best abilities of your players. I know what you guys are saying about Scotty, but sometimes you just got to accept players for who they are. I would use Scotty and Perriman more in crossing routes where they can have an advantage for linebackers, because let's go back to the Bills game when Brady threw that ball to Perriman over time. Who was covering him?
A linebacker.
Who was covering him?
A linebacker,
He had the speed. Yeah, he had the speed. So that's all I'm saying. You use great coaches. You play to the best player's ability. It's one of those situations where you go, okay, well, if this is what you're good at, this is what we're going to do. Hell, let's be real. At this moment, either use Scotty as a go route or a crossing route, because he's not a contested catcher. I know people are down on Miller, and yes, he fucks up a lot, but he's not you can't expect him to catch contested passes. What's that man, like $150? So,
yeah, but some of that though, you got to trust the offensive line long enough to develop that play. That play takes more than 2 seconds. That's
go route. Yeah.
I think the crossing routes too. I think that's some of the problem is they're kind of being held back by what they can call, because they don't know what they have at that left tackle. You're not going to get Tom Brady killed in week 3 like Latte said.
Scotty's not that guy, by the way. Beasley is, but Scotty's not.
Scotty's just not that guy.
No, I agree. I agree. You're absolutely right.
To put a button on it, AJ, Aaron Rodgers talked about it. Tom Brady's talked about it on this podcast. I mean, when you're at that level of quarterback, we're not talking about, James Winston or Baker Mayfield or any of these guys. We're talking about Tom fucking Brady, bro. Just like Aaron fucking Rodgers. Those guys have the ability, and we've seen Tom. I put it on fucking Twitter that blew up. We've seen Tom literally look back at the sideline, fuck your stupid fucking play. Mm-hmm. He has the ability to change the play. So it's not just Byron. Like 12, if he thinks this is fucking stupid, I'm going to change this. So
yeah, but I see Brady as the type of guy where he'll get in a disagreement, but he's trying not to. He'll just try to follow the coach's rules and stuff, because I agree. But let's just be real. Let's not ever put Rodgers and Brady in the same category. That's just disrespectful to Brady.
It is.
It's like that's the thing. Like Rodgers, and he talks so much shit. And this is another thing. If Bowles would have played man and jam the entire first half, I honestly think the Packers wouldn't have scored at all. If you
Donnie, speak to that. Why did we come out soft?
He does that every first possession on defense. I feel like Bowles is trying to fill the defense out, but sometimes just if you had no name receivers, nobody's beating you deep. This is the problem. When you play to not mess up, 9 times out of 10 you're going to mess up because you're going to overthink it. Just go out there and do it. And if you get blown one time, then damn it, now we can adjust. But if they would have played man and jam, as we know, Aaron Rodgers doesn't like being under siege. He's a diva.
I mean,
all you have to do is beat him, attack his ego, and the game's over. He's mentally weak when he's down. We've seen it plenty of times.
Good call,
I agree,
AJ.
100%.
I'm gonna let Donnie respond to that.
AJ, like our defense gave up 14 points, bro.
I know, but I do want to hear Donnie's response, though. I want to hear Donnie's response.
I get what you're saying, but 14 points.
No, I mean this. We're sitting here, and it's. I guess it's easy for us to sit here right now and criticize everything that happens in the game.
Yep.
Like, of course, why the Bucs didn't play man every snap? Well, why we didn't throw a go route every snap? I mean, it's that you don't do that. I mean, you have a game plan that you prepare for the whole week. This is what they run. This is what we see. This is what we feel will be successful against this offense. This is what we feel will be successful against this defense, and you follow your plan. Now, your adjustments are if something is working, the tough decision is, well, do I want to stay with that? Or do I want to continue to follow the game plan of what this says? You don't really deviate too far away from your game plan unless things are not working. So it's not as easy as just saying, okay, let's play man every snap. How hot out there y'all said it was?
1,000,000 degrees.
And you try to play man every snap in 1,000,000 degrees heat, you ain't gonna make it. So it's kind of unfair a little bit to say, well, why didn't they keep doing this or doing? The problem is none of us know that because none of us is on the sideline. None of us has headsets on. Nobody knows what's going on with the schemes and stuff. All we can do is look as a fan and ask questions and question this and that. The bottom line, like you said, I think Latte, you might have said it was they gave up 14 points. I mean, I don't know what else they can do. And as far as, we feel that they started off slow, but we wasn't in film session with them today looking at film. They could have been watching film like, man, we started off fast. We played good. We played this exactly how we were supposed to based on our game plan. We don't know that. And that's the tough part about it. But I do know there is, some coordinators, offensive and defense coordinators, there is a feeling out process because, yes, you do prepare weekly for a game plan, but defensively, you still don't know if that's what the offense is going to come out and do.
Correct.
Right.
They can totally change their game plan. They can use, you normally scout 3 games back. Well, hell, they may go back to last year or something at a game plan they had and say, like, let's use this one. They worked against the Tampa or something, So you never know. So what we perceive as starting off slow, as fans, could be exactly what the Bucs wanted to do. That could have been their game plan.
It could be that we face Aaron Rodgers, who is one of the better
Aaron Rodgers
quarterbacks.
is dangerous at all times. Yep. And if you try to be aggressive early on, Aaron Rodgers, he can pick you apart,
The other thing, too, is they didn't tackle very well in that first quarter. Todd Bowles said it at halftime. We saw it. Like, maybe they make a couple of those tackles. They don't score on those drives. And like you're saying, maybe they end up saying we were in position. We just didn't finish the play.
Right. And tackling is not a part of a scheme.
Correct.
That's individual effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Listen, Sammer said it 3 weeks in a row now. And I agree. Once Todd Bowles sees what you're doing, he adjusts. It's night. It's game over. And for someone who sat here and watched Mike Smith's defense,
Jesus Christ,
14 different coverages, and watch fucking Julio Jones get like 300 yards receiving, I for one think it's pretty fucking refreshing. Okay,
we're at 29 coverages.
There's people in the chat that are saying, I forgot where the comment is, but that the Packers worked us with some really cool, designed routes and with some chip stuff. Guys, our offense is our offense. And it's been a top 5 offense since they've been here. It's our offense. We're not going to change into a Mike Shanahan, trickery, weird, that's not who we are. And when we have our dogs, nobody complains. So we're 2-1. When we have our guys, they get open and the offense works. They're not going to scrap it. And I'm not trying to offend the commentator because I think he's a regular watcher of the show. But this doesn't matter. You can't just, change playbook. 49ers. This is our offense. Like, you can't start over in week 3.
How'd that offense do for us the last 2 seasons? Got us a ring and got us a play away from.
Even the last year of Jameis, it was a top 5 offense for Christ's sakes. It was 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns.
Dude,
with Jameis Winston.
The Patriots with Bill Belichick have been known as an amoeba-like team for almost his entire tenure there, right? But his offense has never been amoeba-like. It's almost always been the same offense, depending on the coordinator, obviously. But the defense has been more of an amoeba-like defense because I feel like it's easier to change how you play defense as opposed to how you play offense. I mean, you're not going to all of a sudden, hey, listen, we're gonna copy what the Niners did against the Packers because they beat them by 30. It's not that easy. You don't have that. That's not your one. You may not have the proper blocking scheme installed with your offensive lineman. You might not have the same running backs to pull it off. You might not have like none of that shit just gets crossed. It's not Madden, like you said. I totally agree with that. And you know, like some of that shit, you can steal some plays here and there. But Donnie, you'll attest to it. You played with Monty Kiffin. And whether you won the game or lost the game, he called the same fucking defense every single week. And it was about you executing your defense and your plan and forcing it upon the offense as opposed to changing what you do to try to beat the offense because of what they do, as opposed to you just doing what you do best and attacking.
And don't break.
Damn, Donnie has nothing even to say. Dude,
I
nailed that.
I mean,
I nailed it.
You said it perfectly.
Latte lobbed it. Get
Yeah.
it Latte gave
No,
me
I mean, I have nothing to add to that. I mean, you said it perfectly, and you know, it is what it is.
Crown, it was Crown that said it. Crown, thanks for the comment. He was the one that said the comment, and he's saying, I'm not saying to scrap it, G, but it's a great concept to add at some point. It's a great offense. I just personally like the design and can see Godwin and Gage going crazy with a few plays like that.
But
I
we
agree.
do it. But we
and
do
they
some
do
of that.
add wrinkles in there, and we do that. But when we have Godwin, you can't necessarily do the same shit with Scotty Miller.
I don't think people realize how important Godwin is to this offense in terms of he's Larry Fitzgerald. He's Hines Ward. He may not be the number one like option, but he makes a lot of it work. He's the guy that's going to get behind those linebackers when Tom forces the linebackers to stay and hold their ground on that fake handoff at a shotgun. There's a reason that shit is all.
I can't scream it enough, Sammer.
You need Godwin. I'm sorry.
But you also. And Jake has come on and said it. And Corey, my favorite fucking line. 13, bro. Like he goes out there and just runs tracks sometimes because he's literally pulling coverage.
I agree.
Jake, like we know, bro. Like something like, hey, you're not getting it. But you're gonna do all the coverage, bro.
Right. I don't think people realize that. We are missing our top 3 receivers. I mean, we missing 3, not one.
Donnie,
not
they
2,
realize it, but
3.
they're spoiled now. They realize it. No, they know.
And your number 4,
They know.
who becomes your number 1 this week, hasn't played, is coming off a hamstring, is not 100%.
Right.
Then you're asking your 4 or your 5th, your 6th to become 2 and 3, and then some guys that who the fuck even knows who they are? Geiger? I think he got released today after he played yesterday. They should have done that to Scotty too, by the way. Guy, I'm surprised he doesn't trip over his own feet walking around his goddamn house. I'm done with Scotty, but that's a different story. We got 2 more callers and 1 voicemail. We got you for a few more minutes. Donnie, you good?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to 407. You're on with the Loose Cannons. You're on the Penthouse Hotline. You got 90 seconds. We're trying to wrap it up. Go.
Orlando.
Good evening, gentlemen. Pelagic Computer here. Everybody needs to take a page out of the Iceman's book. Relax. If you put things into perspective, when they announced the schedule at the beginning of the season, everybody freaked out when they saw the first 4 games. You had 25% of the fan base thinking we wouldn't even win a game. All right. Everybody was saying if we went 2-2 through that stretch, it'd be a huge win.
I said that.
And Stink just brought something up. If you would say that we'd be 2-1 at this point, that we won our first 2 on the road with essentially a second string and a third string left tackle, a backup center, no wide receiver 1, 2, or 3, you get laughed at. And I understand Byron's getting some heat, and I get it. I mean, some of the play calling's been questionable, but going back to the Saints game, Byron didn't fumble the ball at the New Orleans 26. Byron didn't whiff on a couple blocks, and a 4th and 1 got blown up on the New Orleans 8. So instead of 20-10, you're looking at possibly 26-10, 30-10, 34-10. Byron also didn't fumble the ball yesterday at the Green Bay 49. He didn't fumble the ball at the 26. All right? So I think everybody needs to relax. And for those on there that's saying, this is the worst game I've ever seen in my life, shut up. That's all I got to say. Y'all have a good night.
Great call.
I like that shut up.
Shut up.
It was like snarky. Shut up.
I agree. I want to clip that shut up and put it on my mixer so I can just hit it when I need to. Shit. Whenever Sanders says something, shut up.
Bitch, I will mute you so quick.
Solid.
All right, we're gonna go.
Can't
to
mute my
Smitty.
roadcaster.
We're gonna go to Smitty. Yeah, I can. We're gonna go to Smitty. He's gonna give us a prayer.
Gonna get a prayer?
Okay. Yeah, I think we need one, man. We got Donnie on here. Donnie probably doesn't need as much as we do. And then we'll go to Stank. We have 1 voicemail from, I believe, Tony Tega. I think it's from him. And then
It is.
We'll put this fucking game to bed. All right. All right.
Some of y'all motherfuckers out there, y'all were eating cheese this week.
Hey.
There's something happened. Hey,
Someone y'all were eating cheese.
Smitty, you're on with
Hello?
the Loose Cannons. You're on the Penthouse
Make this
Hotline,
real
Smitty.
quick. I know we're gonna make this real quick. I know Donnie got to go home and get ready for practice tomorrow. Anyway, man, I'm proud of my team, dude. For real, I'm proud of my team. What we had, the receivers we had, like we had the guy from he was from Buffalo. He that was his first time playing.
Cole Beasley, yep.
Yeah,
Beasley.
you know, I got to give him props, man. You know, for us to lose by 2 points, what messed us up was the turnovers, man. It's a game we could have won. I'm proud of it, man. We should have been really, what everybody talking about our line and what we was missing, we should have been blown out. If you think about it, over the line, Brady's gonna get hurt. They made some mistakes, man. We gonna move on from this, and like old dude said, everybody's talking their ears. Shut up, like Trick Daddy said. What's up?
Mhm.
Hello, shut up.
Shut
That's
up.
it, man.
Hello.
And I am Mike Evans. That's another Loose Cannon production, another one. Hey, y'all, God bless. I'm praying for y'all down in Florida. This is bigger than football. Y'all be safe down there, man, with the hurricane. Pastor and everybody, prayer warriors praying for y'all. Be safe, man. Hey, Dan, y'all don't have Donnie down there. Don't have him down there cussing or nothing like that, you know. Donnie's a good Christian man. Deacon, don't start calling Deacon. Deacon Donnie, huh?
Deacon Donnie, I like that.
Donnie, I like that.
Deacon Donnie, I like that.
But we gotta get Donnie down to one of our Loose Cannons tailgates, though. You know, hanging out with Penthouse girls.
Yeah, Donnie, when I come down there, man, we'll hang out when I come down from Cincinnati. I'm out.
Hey,
right.
you know, Crown with another great point. He says, Bucs Twitter isn't as bad as Saints Twitter. They're already calling for Andy Dalton. Listen, I'm petty, guys.
I got screenshots, by the way. So
I'm
many
petty.
good screenshots.
I am petty. And then
Me
we
too.
can do this voicemail. I'm petty. What happened, guys? Because I remember very, very well. I remember there was a lot of like MVP talk, right? Like Winston was going to win the MVP.
Yep.
National media was talking about it.
Yeah, that one dude who
Saints fans are talking about it.
Acho, is that his name?
After 3 games, y'all are calling for fucking Andy Dalton. What happened? I know Saints fans watched this. What happened?
Something's got to be wrong if you're asking for the Red Rocket, dude.
What happened?
Something wrong.
The Red Rifle?
Red
After
Rifle?
3 weeks?
Red Rocket? What do they call him? I
think it's the Red Rifle, Red Pistol. I don't know.
Red Rockets.
Oh, water gun at this
Red
point.
Rocket's
Red Rocket,
a dog.
like a dog dick?
That's dog dick, yeah.
Sorry about that, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, whatever. Hey,
Yep.
hey,
Red Rockets
Donnie-
flight. Afternoon
No,
delight.
I got a voicemail.
wait. Before you play that voicemail, real off topic, but have you ever witnessed an ass punt before, Donnie?
It's amazing.
First time.
That man's taint is on fire today. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Damn it, bro. People keep asking for a cup of latte. Fuck. Do I have to bring it back?
No, I don't know, man.
It
I don't
shouldn't-
think
it
we
never
won last
should've
time
left.
we did it. Yeah, but yeah.
Hey, listen, guys. On the next episode of the Buccaneers, couple lattes opening it up.
All right, cool. So I guess it's never coming back. Stank, get that voicemail, buddy.
We've got a voicemail, guys. Sit back, relax. I'm gonna hit play.
Sammer, Poppy, Stanker, Loose Cannons, your boy Tony Tega here, Section 112. I have to keep it real when I put my name on what I see, and what I saw was a team in the first half of that game that looked like they were still high on their own supply after beating the Saints. Fuck them last week. And listen, anytime you see your team play like that in the first half, line up with 10 men offensively, and piss away a game at the end with that clock management penalty, Bowles and Leftwich have earned some criticism. And I'm not saying our season's over or anything, and no one needs to be fired or anything like that. But what I am saying is there's a difference between being beaten by your opponents and looking unprepared and not football aware enough to win an NFL football game. I can live with the former. I have to call out the latter. But the good news is it's all correctable, so I'm not sweating it. And for fuck's sake, let's give our defense some love. You don't hold a multi-time MVP at quarterback to under 20 points in the NFL by accident. Loved how loud Ray J was on third down. I know this team will play its best game of the year next week. And to any of my Bucs fam who lives in Pinellas or Hillsborough County, please be safe, man. Love you, Bucs fam. We are Mike Evans, and go Bucs.
Wow, that's a pretty good call.
That was a really good call.
We've got a lot
I
of
miss
good
them. I
calls.
miss the voicemails. I really do. You guys do know we have a voicemail line, Sammer. Maybe you should share it with these people.
I hate this stupid fucking graphic, though, that just takes us off the screen. I don't like that.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing. I want to be in there. People need to be able to see our reactions.
People would rather see this sexy lady than
People hate it in the chat.
Yeah.
Fucking
Let's
stupid.
do a vote right now. Would you rather see our faces or some skank?
Our faces
sorry.
split with the hotline or a fucking screen just takes over. You're going to play it again now? You're putting it up again now?
I mean, it's one of those things. We got to show love to Penthouse. Also,
Yeah,
hey,
we know Jonas wants to see that.
Penthouse, phenomenal place. Donnie, next away watch party, you're coming out with us to the Penthouse Gentlemen's Club, right?
Yeah.
it's business. We're on business. It's just a business.
Oh, it's a business trip.
Yeah, it's a business trip, man. It's just for football.
So dress nicely, of course.
I got you.
Make sure you have a lot of pockets too. You need pockets at a place like this for sure.
So the voicemail. So I don't think people realize how hard it is to call plays in high pressure situations. Like everybody's called on here like, oh, it's Todd Bowles, oh, it's Byron Leftwich, or it's this or that. Never been in a position where you got to rely on 11 other people to do a job that you're not doing. You know, one of the toughest jobs is being a coach is because you're not in control. You're only control of preparation, but you're not in a player's mind. You can't play for a player. You can't make him make the right decisions. You can't do any of that. So as people, we're not perfect. So it just sometimes it just kills me when people try to hold coordinators or, you know, people in the head coach positions, you know, try to call them out when something is not perfect. There's going to be mistakes. It's a high pressure game, high pressure situation. You know, I guarantee a lot of people. There's a lot of people in this world that have high pressure jobs, and there's a lot of people that don't. I guarantee you, if you were on the clock at your job and you had to have things done by a certain time in like the first quarter or something, you would be making a lot of mistakes too, as well. So
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I guess I see it both ways. I just, you know, we as a world, we love to, I guess, complain about other people's stuff. I mean, you think these coordinators or head coaches are trying to screw up? I mean, you think they're trying to mess up?
Mike Smith, yes. Mike Smith, definitely.
Mike Smith, yes. But it's not just that, Donnie. It's just, I mean, we don't know when he got the play call in, right? And then Brady goes to the huddle, and then after he goes to the huddle, if you watch it, I saw somebody breaking it down on Twitter, like with the clock. They break the huddle with like 16 or 15 seconds left. Mm-hmm. And then you see him line up and you see Brady have to signal somebody over like, no, you need to come in motion. No, wait, stop. No, you come. And then he goes to the line. Then he's communicating and he's hand signaling to the line. And he's trying to get everybody set. And they can't hear because the fucking fans in our fucking fan base, for some reason, they get loud when we're on fourth down or there's a big play. Like, guys, fuck.
Latte, don't forget, there was two plays called. Two plays called there. Understand that? And Tom had to do everything you just said, and then figure out which of those two plays he was going to run. Right. Was it going to be the run to Fournette? Was it going to be a quick pass? And he was doing all that in that vacuum.
Yeah.
No. Hey, with because we've said it to nauseum, with your top three guys out. Yeah. Godwin doesn't delay the motion over or Mike because they already know. They rep this shit over. They got new people in that are trying to figure it out. You're almost drawing it in the dirt. Like, hey, you're going to run this route. What am I doing? Hey, come here. And it's fucking loud.
Yeah.
Could they have gotten it in earlier? Maybe. I don't fucking know. Like Donnie said, I don't know. We don't know when the play call
is. It's a lot to go into a play call, which people don't understand. It's not just you call a play and you run it. There's a lot of factors into it. And without him having his weapons, like in that situation would probably be easier if he had his top three weapons in there. One, they would probably know where to line up. But the other key factor to me is if I got Mike Evans down in the red zone, who am I going to? I'm going to Mike Evans. Or if I got
fucking
Gronk,
fade, it's easy. Draw to the dirt, Mike.
Gronk is not there. But if I got Gronk in the red zone, I'm going to Gronk. It's not this. It's not having to get into a perfect play call like they have to do now. And he got two plays and all this. It's a lot going to it,
Yeah, but the other thing too is situation. The other thing too is Mike is going to see what Tom is seeing, so he doesn't have to tell Mike what to do. He doesn't need to pull him over and explain a whole new. Mike already understands. Hey, if we're going to see this, and Tom, I already know. Tom, you don't got to tell me. It looked, dude, Latte. It looked like he was telling them every single player what they had to do, and I think now maybe in that moment is when you feel the missing Ryan Jensen, the guy who's already kind of coordinating what's going on with the line. I think now it's more Tom and Bob Hennessy working hand in hand to do some of that shit. But he had to tell all 3 receivers where to line up and then where to line up again and what to do once they lined up and then to move and then to fucking go in motion. And no, if you go in motion, you can't move, you motherfucker. That's a fucking penalty. And all that shit was going on. He's like, oh, fuck, dude. And then the play clock runs out. And, of course, they also took 5 seconds off of the play clock, according to Greg Allman and some people on Reddit. So it was all like, and we lost by 2 points.
Hey, Sammer, we saw it week 1.
My light just died.
Donnie, you said it. You said. Right?
I've been there, dude. I've been there.
If you have Mike Evans, it changes the way you're going to do it. We saw it week 1. We saw the offense struggle week 1. You know, get down to the red zone, kick a field goals. Get down to the red zone, kick a field goal. And then we saw them get just enough spark, and they got in the fucking, like, inside the green zone. And it was like, Mike, what you want, babe? Give me the fade. Give me the fade. I got you. No worries. You're not doing that. Did Donnie freeze? Donnie might have frozen.
It's all good.
My light died. Donnie frozen. Probably time to.
It's not. No, I was just saying that you just said if you have Mike Evans, it's different. We saw it week 1 with Dallas. We kept going, getting inside, the 30, the 20, and struggled. Had to kick field goals. Then we finally got in the green zone, and Tom just looked over. I mean, we saw the clip. What you got, babe? What you want? And he said, "Give me the fade. I got you, Tom." It's just you're not doing that with Perriman and Scotty and fucking Darden.
Geiger. Latte, isn't that what we love this game, bro? Because the margin for error is so fucking thin. And you know what? Our dumbasses, we're questioning Tom Brady after the game. We're questioning the fucking GOAT. It's like questioning Michael Jordan, bro. Shut the fuck up. I do it too, though. I do it too, by the way.
I did not. I never questioned Tom. I don't think Latte's ever questioned Tom. Donnie's not questioning Tom. We got a super chat a little bit ago. $5 from Crown. Good caller or good chat participant, subscriber, all the good stuff. He says, play to wings on me. Besides the obvious stuff on my standouts are Sanat, Logan Hall, and Logan Ryan. Then boys straight up, give us your one standout player. Donnie, did you have a standout player from yesterday's game? Go ahead. I'm not going to speak for you.
I didn't really have a standout player, but my favorite play was Vita Vea. It was Vita. I mean,
that's the only answer to that question.
When you can see a nose drop and break on the ball like that, I mean, it was
nose tackle.
That was lovely.
At almost 400 pounds, that's insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
there's no other answer.
I'm gonna say just to give a little contrast, a little answer, because that's the only answer. I was happy with Logan Hall. He got some penetration on some run plays. He got his first sack, got some pressure. He lit up Aaron on one, and then he got a sack on one. To get your first sack against Aaron Rodgers, that's pretty fucking dope. And then on offense, I mean, without having anything else, Russell Gage on one leg, because he's still not 100% of the hamstring. You could see him almost double catch. He's not healthy. 12 catches, 84 yards. I mean, wow.
Good mental bounce back after the fumble. I think, that was
and the touchdown. That, bro, can we talk about that throw? I'm sorry, we got to go, but that throw was fucking ridiculous. Somebody in the stands next to me was like, he threw it behind him. He had to.
The catch was amazing.
Crossing him in a zone, and if he doesn't throw it behind him where he goes back for it, it's either picked or he gets lit the fuck up. He shielded him. It was fucking beautiful. God, Tom Brady's so fucking good.
That's the next level.
You're insane.
That's the next level quarterbacking, dude, where you're trying to get the ball to your guy, but also making sure he doesn't die at the same time.
Yeah.
Young quarterbacks throwing that, he's either getting lit up, it's getting picked, it's getting tipped, it's incomplete. This guy's like, hey, I'm making sure my guy catches it and he doesn't die. Because if he dies, we're probably pulling Vita Vea off the fucking sideline and play tight end at that point because we have no more bodies. I mean, they just cut the guy who played yesterday. I'm still mind blown by that bullshit. Stank, hurry up.
I already gave my flowers. Lenny, I thought he had a great game. You know, despite some questionable blocking at times, caught the ball well, was out there grinding. Oh, yeah, by the way, he's hurt too. So, kudos to him. Defensively, it's Vita Vea. Stop.
I mean, honestly, man, I know I've been beating the drum all season, but I think my standout yesterday was Jamel Dean. Didn't call his name.
Nice tackling. Yeah.
Didn't see him.
Nice tackle.
Sure tackling. He had a pick taken away from him for some bullshit 12-man on the field thing. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. It was correct. I guess Aaron Rodgers got away with a quick snap kind of thing. But if I'm not hearing Jamel Dean's name and number being called out, it means Jamel Dean's playing a good game. Just one of those things. And he's catching passes somehow. I don't know what happened.
Flowers to JTS too.
He's got Donnie's hands out there now all of a sudden. Went from
wait a minute. There ain't too many got DA hands now.
all right, my bad.
Rondé's close. Rondé's close.
Yeah.
Wait, who has better hands? You or Rondé?
Oh yeah, who's got better hands?
You know I'm gonna say I got better hands.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
Well, I just want to know I want to know what the text did. You have better hands than Warren Sapp?
Easy.
Warren Sapp.
And and Warren was
Play
a tight
end.
end.
Warren was a tight end.
Yeah.
Do you have better dance skills than Warren? He's got a badass little celebration.
I don't know. Warren can move now for a big man.
That little Beyonce.
Beyonce bounced him.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to say this. I'm sorry. I have to because fucking A. Swags. Logan fucking Ryan. Peanut punch last week. Huge pick this week.
Yes.
He might have been involved in Logan Ryan has been
Very
a
true.
huge fucking get.
I
And it's
agree.
allowed us to put Winfield in the slot and do more creative things. Logan Ryan.
Game changer. Yeah, he's a game changer.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice addition.
You know, it makes me wonder that if Donnie would have played safety, if he could have possibly been that Logan Ryan type of guy. But Donnie refused.
Cerebral. Smart.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to say yes. You
Rondé
already know
did
the
it.
answer.
Rondé did it for a little bit, I think. For maybe 2
Absolutely.
years.
Absolutely, I could have played safety. Yeah.
I know I'm old by saying this, but Donnie's a Swiss Army knife, bro. And I know young people have no idea what that is, but it's this knife that has a toothpick in it, and you open it up, had a little claw. You could open up a Coke with it. Anyways,
You froze up too. The hurricane is officially here.
All right, yeah. All right.
You were frozen on the dumbest picture ever. Look, everybody, look at Steg's stupid face.
He's coming.
What the fuck happened, bro?
Hey, go Bucs.
My camera says an error prevented shooting. What?
Everybody be safe.
Oh, you put it on a stupid face.
Everybody be safe. Do what you got to do.
You
Evacuate
assholes.
if they tell you to evacuate. Donnie, we love you, man. Thanks for coming on. I don't know if you're in the Bay Area or if you're in South Carolina.
No, I'm in the Bay Area. I'm gonna ride it out.
You be safe too, man. Let me know if I need to send any magic carpets your way. All right.
Hey, also, shout out to everybody that came to the tailgate with us and partied. What a fucking time. I mean, the food was phenomenal. The cigar lounge was stupid. The Jumbotrons, the DJs, it was fucking amazing. The Bacardi girls, I mean, it was lit. The Penthouse girl, it was just the gabagool. It's just beautiful.
Take us out, Latte. Take us out.
Go Bucs.
That was horrible.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling.